And the players going through their game preparation, making sure they're fully warmed up for the tip. Welcome, everyone, and what a game we have for you tonight as we get set to bring you NBA action on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan with me tonight, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And Allie LaForce is reporting on the sideline. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Black is out there with George. Then it's Kevin Huerter. Then there's Grant, and it's Claxton in at the 5 spot. And for the Heat, Khalil Ware is out there with Julius Randle. Then there's Donte DiVincenzo, and it's Fox, and it's Thibault in at the small forward. Wow, with all the player movement this offseason, Coach, some teams are clearly still trying to build their chemistry.
Yeah, Kevin, but what's tough is you've still got to try to win games while you're building that chemistry, and that can be a tough balance. It takes time, which is why some organizations prioritize continuity.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Fox. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And Fox starting to show you his abilities inside. It has quick instincts, which I think helps him when he's down low.
Now, here's George. Now, Black. Claxton is screen on DiVincenzo. Black, no good. And here's Miami. Ware kicks to Fox. Pass to DiVincenzo. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. And this is their first time matched up with this year's Heat team.
Not exactly a game that everyone will be talking about here, but both of these teams can show flashes at times.
And last year they split their season series, so this is a chance for one of them to get the upper hand on the other.
Here's Fox. Portland making their last shot. And the rejection by Claxton. Grant finds Black. Back to George. A 3. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Claxton. And now, here's the 2K leaderboard with the teams that last season scored the most second chance points in the NBA. The Trailblazers in second.
This was a team that was really savvy when it came to getting position under the boards and then getting those offensive putbacks.
Three-pointer, Randle. Black grabs the board. Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Pass to George. Grant kicks to George. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Claxton sets the screen for Huerter. No good on the triple. The Heat trailing. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, plenty of anticipation in Portland for this summer when the WNBA will return to the Rose City. The Fire will reclaim the name from Portland's initial 2-year WNBA run from 2000 to 02. And this summer, with the momentum around the league, the hope is that flame will endure.
A new beginning. Okay, Shams, thank you for the report. Now, Fox. Following the miss by Jeremy Grant from deep. To the wing right side. Again, the miss by the Heat. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. And here's Huerter outside. And it's Miami with the rebound. Fox inside the line. Miami no good on that time either.
He hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient.
Huerter passes to Grant. Pass to George. The tray. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And developing that 3-ball shot, George is putting in the work now.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy.
out the story on Julius Randle. Last season, he played outstanding. Last season, he averaged 18 points a game, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists. But to have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Yeah, he gives you something to build around night after night. Reliability is huge in this league.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
Here's Ware. Lays it up off the glass.
Well, you want to shoot a high percentage from the floor? That's where you go with the ball.
And here's George. Pass to Claxton. Now Herter. He's looking for DiVincenzo and finds him. The wide open look here for Fox. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Now, here's Grant. Real disappointing game for him in that loss to Oklahoma City. Just 2 to shoot. The shot by George, no good. And even 3-on-3 break. Up top, Fox. Defended by George. There's a screen. Thibault for 3. Drills it from outside. And that makes it a tie ball game.
That pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Now, here's Grant. Nothing on the board. Back to Black. Herter on the wing. The three-pointer is right on target.
And after a 3 on the other end, Herter answers with his own. I love the fire.
Fox kicks to DiVincenzo. Randle from outside. That will not get it done. He's 0 for 2. And they're running. Here's Herter. George dishes to Grant over Randle. And there's Grant on the assist by George.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Here's Fox, and it's Fox with the jam.
Whoa, Fox, what a finish.
Outside, George. Pass to Grant. Paxton a screen on Randle. Grant goes in. Here's Black. For 3. It's hauled in by Thibault. The Heat trailed by 3. Fox deciding where to go with it. Top of the key. It's rebounded by Herter.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
Black with it, defended by DiVincenzo. Thibault with the ball. Off target at the rim. Grant with the ball. Now guarded by Fox. Grant outside. Shoots over Fox. No good from Grant.
He'll probably hear about that shot selection when he gets back to the bench. Maybe not their best option there.
Thibault, the pass to Randle. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Well, the defender made it hard on Randle. Still, he uses his body to convert for 2.
Screen by Claxton. Grant down low. Randle on him. Randle with the block.
Well, when Randle is engaged defensively, he can make an impact.
It's tipped. Thibault on the wing. From the arc. Rebound by the Trailblazers. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
Well, they couldn't buy a bucket at times, and that's frustrating. And that game was not their friend.
Well, you have to give the defense credit for making things hard on them, but they just looked out of sync offensively.
Ware with it. Claxton covering. Fox passes to Randle. Takes the three. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Screen by Claxton. George finds Grant. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Now Ware. He's coming off a 16-point game against Charlotte. Pass to Black. Portland moving the ball around. Here's Herder. DiVincenzo with the rebound. Miami trailing. You know, Stan, Kevin Herder is a pretty big celebrity at his old high school.
Well, for good reason, Kevin. I mean, this is a guy who's risen to great success in the NBA. And so when he goes back home, everybody wants to be the next Kevin Herder.
And Miami going with a whole new group out there. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring option.
Good on the shot.
As a playmaker, Ivy has an interesting upside. If he continues to develop those skills, he'd only increase his value.
That's the Demon. Shot clock at 5. And it's blocked. Here's Hendricks. And they'll get another chance. Ivy. Hendricks passes to Banton. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. That's the Demon. Kicks it out to Ellis. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. It's the end of the first quarter and not much scoring. It remains close. Trailblazers out in front, up by 1. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And for Portland guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Yeah, you can bet their coach is encouraging them to keep up the extra effort. It's more than paying off.
Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second quarter. We've got Terrence Mann. Demon's out there with Keon Ellis. Then it's Fleming. And it's Tillman in at the 5.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Delano Banton's checked in for the Heat. And Miami shooting about 26% out there. They need to get a better look. Tries from 10. Ivy on the wing. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Every team in the league is looking for a long, athletic wing defender, and the Portland Trailblazers have been especially keen on stockpiling them. As they look to acquire their future franchise players, they want a ready-made roster full of versatile 3-and-D role players to surround them. Back to you, Kevin.
A good strategy. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Ivy against Ellis. And taken away by Ellis. Man in the corner. Pass to Demon. Here's Tillman. Covered by Gafford. Here's Fleming. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And there's the drive. There's the three. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
A versatile guard. Ivey shows you his floor awareness with the impressive kick out there.
Here's Fleming. Pass to Tillman. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That's on Daniel Gafford. The Trailblazers have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. And Greg, everyone talks about the importance of basketball IQ. Can you win in the NBA with a low IQ team?
Boy, it would be tough. I mean, there's a reason younger teams typically don't win at the highest level. But you need to take those lumps and get that experience and learn from those lessons.
Pass to Ellis. Here's Tillman. Covered by Gafford. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And let's take a look now at some stats for Ellis. Last season's performance for him, and he ended up in the top 15 in steals as well. Some of the quickest hands in the league.
And you know, back to his tremendous efficiency from 3 last year, top 10 in the league, he's truly a dead-eye shooter when he gets it going. And the Miami front office, Stan, hinting at personnel and philosophical changes after last season.
Well, when you win 37 games, there's obviously cause for change. And the Heat are never complacent, Kevin, and they've got no interest in full-scale rebuilds.
Here's Murray Boyd. Hasn't made one yet. Fox kicks to Gafford. Pass to DiVincenzo. To the inside. And Ellis with the block.
A defensive playmaker. Ellis makes things happen at this end of the court.
And for Portland, they're shooting a low 30% right now. An ugly offensive performance. And that one drops for him.
Well, not really much you could do to stop him there. You want your players to go hard at the bucket like that.
Now, here's Thibault. Back to Fox. It's good from long range. Fox has got the lead up to 1 now for Miami.
The consistency might not be elite, but still, Fox is a legitimate three-point threat.
Grant gets a wide open look. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Miami's gone for the 3-pointers 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times. Back to Gafford. The kick out to Fox. Another miss by Fox.
Well, he hasn't had a great night shooting the ball, but they're in the lead, and that's the only thing that matters.
Yep, it counts. And the Trailblazers lead by 1.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Well, that's what you love about DiVincenzo. He just never stops working.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
The key thing, Coach, that Dante DiVincenzo brings to a team is that coveted 3-and-D skill set.
I agree with that, Kevin, but he brings so much more. He can now play off the dribble and make plays for others. And I think the most underrated thing on a lot of players who become great is Dante DiVincenzo is both very smart and very tough.
Grant, that's good.
And just a great second quarter for them after such a difficult first, bringing that field goal percentage up from below 30 and now with the lead.
Now here's Gafford. A pass to Fox. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Well, the way Fox goes at defenders inside earns him a lot of trips to the foul line.
And Stan, offensively, clearly where the Blazers have the most room for growth.
Well, Kevin, better shooting and playmaking first and foremost. But in particular, improving their rates of assists and turnovers will be key.
Now here's Herter. He has 5. And Ware pulls it down. Ware's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's DiVincenzo. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And here's the upcoming schedule for the Heat. On Monday, They'll go up against LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers. The throw dropped for DiVincenzo.
And he didn't go to the line once in the first half. But now he's figuring out how to draw contact and get himself to the line.
For Portland, they've gone 4 of 6 in the field here in the second. Black the pass to Herter. Back to Black. Kicks it out to Grant. And here's Herter outside. It's hauled in by the Heat. Gafford's got 4 rebounds in this game. Outside, Fox. It's deflected.
Great job staying connected by Black, using his 6'7" length on defense.
Outside, Fox. Pass to Thibault. Now DiVincenzo. And here is Fox. Over Ellis. Miami no good on that time either.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
Down low, stolen by Grant. Here's Black. Last game he had 12. Ellis dishes to Black. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Portland.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And how about also the ability to contest shots? They're staying attached and contesting and coming away with blocks as well.
Now, here's Fox. He had a 33-point outing in their last game against Charlotte.
Yeah, and you see this with a lot of great scores. When they're putting up big nights, a lot of times it's because they're making a lot of free throws.
Now George, following the miss by Julius Randle from deep. Claxton finds George. Just 5 to shoot. Herter passes to Black. Beyond the arc. Julius Randle with the rebound. Miami trailer. Thibault for 3. They grabbed their own miss. Ware, good. Ware's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, they need to pay attention to the details. Second chance points are backbreakers.
Now, here's Grant. He has 6, and the shot goes down. Herter's got 7 points in the game.
Obviously, Herter's focus offensively is on the outside, but his touch translates into the paint as well.
Here's Randle. Randle is doubled. Thibault, the pass to DiVincenzo. 3-pointer, Fox. Portland grabs the miss. Herter's got his 7th rebound here tonight. The 3 from George. And it's Miami with the rebound. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
Well, in that one, they just had everything working offensively. It's a lot of fun when you get into that kind of a group.
Yeah, and for a coach, seeing your schemes clicking like that is very rewarding.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. Great opportunity for a 3-point play. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
Ware finds DiVincenzo. Claxton inside. He's defended by Ware, and he uses the glass on the layup. Now it's a 6-point Portland lead. The Heat trail by 6. On the floor for Portland. Nicholas Claxton out there with Grant. Then it's Keontae George. Then it's Kevin Huerter. And it's Black in at the 2 spot. LGA, we know it's still very early in the season, but still, just how defined are these teams at this point?
Kevin, it varies squad to squad in a big way. Some teams are very solid now. Things are pretty set in stone. Others are looking for what really works in the moment or two.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
Randall throws it down.
Well, when Randall is playing with that kind of energy, he's tough to keep off the glass.
Pass to Claxton. Now here's Huerter. Defended by Thibault. 6 on the shot clock. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
George scores in so many ways. That time he draws contact, but his focus doesn't waver.
And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Portland.
Wow, those early blocks are key. They are intimidating their opponents and making them hesitant.
And they've also been pressuring the ball tonight. You don't get this many steals without making an effort there.
That free throw good from George.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Fox kicks to DiVincenzo. To the middle, wants to get it to Randall and does. And it's Ware in the corner. Off target with his 3. Portland leading by 6. 23 seconds left in the first half of the game. Claxton the pass to Black. Grant outside. Now Huerter. Here's George. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Portland with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready.
Welcome, everybody. And as we start to work our way through, now someone on this set, I believe, actually won Rookie of the Year, but geez, it was so long ago, memory fails. And turning our attention to the first half of our game tonight, bit of a tough start for the Miami Heat. And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, plenty of anticipation in Portland for this summer when the WNBA will return to the Rose City. The Fire will reclaim the name from Portland's initial 2-year WNBA run from 2000 to 2002. And this summer, with the momentum around the league, the hope is that flame will endure.
A new beginning. Okay, Shams, thank you for the report. They've got Dante DiVincenzo. Julius Randle is out there with Matisse Thybulle. Then it's Khalil Ware. And it's Fox in at the 1. It's the group on the floor for Miami. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo sinks the three-pointer. DiVincenzo's got 11 points.
Definitely a volume shooter from range. DiVincenzo lurks on the perimeter looking for these openings to strike.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Hey, Jeremy Grant began his career as an activity role player, but he's been adding layers. He said at the start, whatever I needed to do to get on the court, whether it was
Thank you, Allie. Claxton sets the screen for Herder. Inside, and Claxton throws it down.
Precise delivery on the pass. Led him perfect.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Here's Ware. Outside, Fox. The Heat need to get a shot off. DiVincenzo can't hit it.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Herder kicks to Black. Over in the corner, Claxton. Claxton sets the screen for Herder. His three-pointer's off the mark. The Heat trail by 4. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Three-pointer, Randall. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. 7 points in the game.
The defense a step slow. You can see the results.
The Trailblazers working the ball around now.
You see the unselfishness of Herder. A guy who wants to make the right play.
And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the Heat. Has to Ware. Randall outside. Randall is doubled. The kick out to Fox. George with the steal. Here's Black. Outside, George. Claxton a screen on Fox. George finds Claxton. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. In the Miami front office, Stan, hinting at personnel and philosophical changes after last season.
Well, when you win 37 games, there's obviously cause for change. And the Heat are never complacent, Kevin, and they've got no interest in full-scale rebuild. Emphatic finish by Randall. I love when he's forceful around the hoop.
Pass to Herder. Now, here's Grant. 6 points for him. Unloads. DiVincenzo with the rebound. DiVincenzo's got his 4th rebound in this one. Randall throws it down.
Well, Randall doesn't back down from physical coverage. In fact, he welcomes the challenge.
George passes to Claxton. Grant surveying the D. Claxton sets the screen for George. Portland again missing. And it's Miami's ball. They're on a 13-5 run. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. Here's a look at some of the stats for Jeremy Grant. Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And George kicks to Herder. The shot's good on the assist by George. Herder's got 10 points.
Defensively, this has not been the second half they were looking for. Gotta tighten it up.
Randall a screen on George. Fox. It's rebounded by Herder.
His shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
And here's George for 3. And it's Miami with the rebound. Randall's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Yeah, he hasn't had the best night from the field, but his teammates have had his back.
The wide open look here for Fox. And again, it's the Heat missing.
Familiar results for him. He can't get anything to go.
George, that's a 2-pointer. He squares up and sinks it. He's got 8.
Didn't even really hurry up there. George stayed within himself and got it up quick.
Pass to Randall from the arc. Black grabs the board. Black's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And here's George. Back to Black. 5 to shoot. Shoots over Ware. The Trailblazers rebound. Outside, George, 6 to shoot, and Claxton throws it down.
Pretty basketball. George with the perfect feed.
The Heat trail by 7. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And Fox gets it to go.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Now, here's George. 8 points for him. Fires for 3. The putback. Claxton on the follow.
Well, he has owned this quarter. A major reason they're up right now.
And Miami making a change here. Ivy's checked in. Ellis is checked in for Portland. Miami with the ball. They trail by 6. Pass to DiVincenzo. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Here's Black. And here's Ellis from beyond the arc. It's hauled in by the Heat. Ware's got 9 rebounds now tonight. To the inside. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. So Stan, just for old time's sake, do you think the league should bring back the hand check? Do you miss it?
Well, look, Kevin, I think what the league's done with allowing freedom of movement has made this game a lot better than it was. I think the key, as it is in most things, is finding the balance where we're giving the defense a chance, not calling cheap fouls, but also not letting them just physically overpower each other. Well, you like the steadying presence a guy like Julius Randle gives a team. He's a reliable and experienced player others can lean on out there.
He hits the second from the line. And since their scrappy play last season, Coach, the Blazers extending the contract of head coach Chauncey Billups.
Yeah, great decision, as well as a renewed contract with the front office. Times had passed, their seats had grown hot, but nice to see that commitment to what they're building.
Ivy, no one around him. Again, the miss by the Heat.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Claxton, good. He's now got 10 of 10 from the field.
Well, over the course of the night, he's been taking shots he's comfortable with, and it's working.
Three-pointer, Randle. Fails to score here. He has made 5 of 12 to this point. Down low, here's Grant. A second chance effort. Here's George. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Daniel Gafford's checked in for Khalil Ware.
And during his rookie year, Keontae George started about half of his game, running the point most of the time. That experience will pay off for him.
Now, here's Thibault. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And Gafford throws it down.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the boards.
Here's Grant. Portland again missing. The Heat trail by 8. Gafford inside. Grant on him. Gafford misses. Ellis outside. Black with it. Screen by Claxton. Black, no good.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
It's out of bounds. Okay, they say it was last touched by Ivy.
Yeah, what a disconnect. Sloppy play like that is something they can expect to come up in the film session.
Here's Ellis. He has yet to score. That's tipped. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. And Miami making a change here. Hendricks is checked in. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Tillman, he's checked in for Grant. Mann subbed in for Anthony Black. Ellis, the pass to Mann. Screen by Claxton. Mann can't hit. The Heat trail by 8. Gafford kicks to Ivy. Pass to Murray Boyle. And a miss there on the triple. And Portland with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Claxton the pass to George. Makes it off the glass. George has got 7 points for the quarter.
And nice touch inside. George can finish from all 3 levels.
Randall right side to the paint. And the rejection by Claxton. Here's Mann and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And here's the fast break. Here's Murray Boyle. Miami no good on that time either. Trailblazers leading by 10. Pass to George. Here's the 3. And it's Miami with the rebound.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
A steal. Here's Tillman. And here's George. Ivy defending. George, no good.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Launches a 3. They get it back. Ellis against Randall. Shot clock at 5. Shoots over Mann. Randall no good.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
Nick Claxton getting it done for the Trailblazers. He made his mark in a big way on the boards in that quarter. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth, they've got Fleming. Demon's out there with Ellis. Then it's Kevin Huerter. And it's Tillman in at the center position.
Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
Here's Ivy. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Ivy's got his first bucket of the night.
Oh, interior defense doesn't hold back against Ivy, but he just explodes right by them and gets it to go.
Here's Fleming. Miami grabs the miss. Gafford's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Pass to Ivy. Here's Murray Boyle. Right side, Fox. To the wing on the left. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Huerter. Huerter's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Fleming. The teardrop falls in. Fleming's got the lead up to 10 now for the Trailblazers.
Nice little floater there. Soft touch.
Ivy against Ellis. It's tipped. Pass to Hendricks. Three-pointer, Fox. And Fleming pulls it down. Trailblazers leading by 10. Here's Demon. Here's Fleming. And the shot no good, a bit short.
When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert, but that time he just couldn't get it done.
Three-pointer, Fox. Rebounded by Ellis. Ellis has got 4 rebounds in this game.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
From deep, Herter. Rebound by the Heat. Ivy's got 4 rebounds in this game. And here is Fox. They set the pick. The 3. Tillman grabs the miss. Tillman's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Herter. Down low. Here's Fleming. This one for 3. It's good from long range. And the Trailblazers lead by 13.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Checked in for Miami. And Portland with a change here, too. Claxton's checked in. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Eric Spoelstra's huddle. Point blank, he wants better shot selection. He told them, we're settling, guys. Come on. We're not being patient out there. We're not working the ball around. That has to change right now.
All right, Allie, thank you. Here's Gafford. Miami no good on that time either. Portland leading by 13. Pass to Claxton. There's the pick. Here's Tillman. He's defended by Ware. Here's Demon. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Fox a screen on Ellis. Can they get it? Again, the miss by the Heat.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
No doubt how much those boards impact the overall outcome. You can't give them extra chances.
Now, here's Fox. And the rejection by Claxton.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Trailblazers.
Well, they're shot blocking. The defensive effort level has been great. You got to love that intensity.
And we also got to highlight how lackluster the opposition has been in terms of boxing out. This team is flat out bullying them on the offensive glass.
The Heat trailed by 18.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Ware, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Nick Claxton.
First team foul.
That free throw missing. Kevin Herter, he's checked in for Tillman. Good on the second free throw. And in 2023, the NBA implementing a new player participation policy, Coach, trying to minimize unexcused absences for star players.
Kevin, I think it's huge for our game. Fans pay and watch TV to see the great players. And there's nothing more important in the league than that those guys being on the court on a consistent basis. And anything that the league can do and teams can do to ensure that, the better it is for everyone.
And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. The Heat trail by 17. DiVincenzo passes to Thibault. Now here's Randall for 3. Buries it from three-point range. Randall's got 11 points here in just the second half.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
Pass to Herter. Claxton sets the screen for Herter. Driving in. Count that one. And the Trailblazers lead by 16.
Well, you know, Herter's ability to score off the bounce is an underrated part of his game.
Ware dishes to Randall. And Jeremy Grant picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
On defense, Portland. Pass to Randall. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. Fox has got his 4th assist in this one. And so George will bring it up for the Trailblazers. They've given up just 8 points in the 4th quarter. Grant kicks to Herter. And it's off from three-point range. The Heat trailed by 14. Randall finds Thibault. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Well, when you take it to the rim, good things happen. Sometimes you just got to keep it simple.
Now George. Pass to Claxton. Now here's Herter. Defended by Thibault. Clock at 6. Now here's Herter. Not a lot of room. Rebound by the Heat. Thibault's got 5 rebounds tonight. Now Randall. He's covered by Grant. George against Fox. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Keontae George picks one up.
I love when Fox takes initiative inside, giving the Dean no choice but to
take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw.
Well, you know what I like about De'Aaron Fox is the urgency he plays with. He's always pushing the tempo and raising the energy level out there.
And he sinks the second. Now here is George. Pass to Claxton. And here is Grant. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And he sinks the layup.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Now here's Fox. Back to Randall. And there's the call on Kevin Herter. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Team foul number 4.
Fox with it. That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut back down to 11 now as they get an important basket that time from Randall. Here's George. To the inside. Kicks it out to Grant. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
That's only the first turnover, guys. He's been safe as an option for them at the offensive end.
Heat have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the 4th quarter. Outside, Fox. And now the fast break. George with the ball. And it's George finishing it off.
Well, you got to keep George away from the basket or you can expect to get dunked on.
Pass to Thibault. And here's Randall. He's covered by Grant. Randall against Grant.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk. All of it perfect. Now George. Herter. And the 3 misses.
Yeah, really unlike him to have this kind of game from
Claxton with the rebound. Trailblazers leading by 11. Al Herter. Shot clock at 6. Here's Claxton. And stolen by Thibault. Stolen by Grant. Now Black. And hit the three. George against Fox. Another chance here. He gets the bucket on the way in.
Strong finish by Randall. He's really worked on his upper body over his career.
That free throw good from Randall. And here's Herter. And there's the call on Matisse Thybulle. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
Herter on the wing, defended by Thybulle. Now George. Black with it, 4 on the clock. Herter. And he does not hit.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success. Showing that clutch gene, Fox just put his head down and got his team what they needed.
It's Herter. And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second.
Well, from day one in the league, Herter has had value as a three-point shooter. And he's not just a spot-up guy. He's a solid off-movement and off-the-dribble shooter.
Herter there for the rebound.
Yeah, there's no reason for the defense to get out on him right now. Just let him keep taking that shot until he shows them he's going to knock it down.
Now, here's Grant. Oh, what a move! Oh, the dunk!
What an explosive athlete.
Timeout.
Grant playing well above the rim.
And the Heat call time here. They're trailing by 9. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
And I'm sure the coach is telling them it ain't over till it's over. Yeah, but I don't know.
Yeah, that's a missed opportunity. Great look, just couldn't finish.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. It's deflected. With the drive. Laxton a screen on Fox. George fires. Off target from outside. So the Trailblazers win it. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Here with Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce.